Okay, so what are three things that I would bring to an island and why? I would bring an endless supply of hot dogs and beans. I would bring books and music. I would bring an endless supply of food because I need food, obviously, and because I never get tired of hot dogs or beans. You can eat beans so many ways. Beans like mashed beans, refried beans. I'd also bring hot dogs because hot dogs can go in beans, and I just never get tired of hot dogs. I would bring books because I can pretend I'm somewhere else when I read books. I can get lost in my own imagination. I can live in any fantasy world or book I wanted. So this is all would help me forget, I'm on an island. I can be in the snow in my head if I'm hot on the island. I can pretend I'm with people. I can pretend I'm by myself. I can literally live in any fantasy I wanted, or I can make myself smarter by reading history books or science books. And yeah. So my third one would be that I would bring music with me because music would also help me get lost in my own head. And right now, I already use music when I get stressed, or overwhelmed. That would just really help me. And of course, on an island, if I'm alone and bored and tired, or whatever the case, I can use any kind of music that would help me. I don't think I would need to bring anything else since you can't bring fire. I would learn to have or how to make. I'd have to learn how to make fire, and even shelter because I can't really bring a house, so I'd have to learn how to bring it. I could bring my dog with me, but that wouldn't be fair to him because we're living on an island. I could probably bring art stuff, but I'm not really artistic, and I kind of find my art forms more through music and reading. And food is essential, and bringing an endless amount is just smart. I feel like that's a hack to this question. I could bring all kinds of books, even ones that I'm not currently into. Like if I'm not currently into fantasy right now, I could bring fantasy still because I'm sure I'll get bored enough to want to read them. So, same with music. Music is just so versatile, I couldn't possibly get bored with it. I think these are my smartest choices. Even a phone could get boring because I don't think I could talk to anybody or search anything, but if I had service, I guess that would be a good option. So yeah, I'd bring an endless supply of hot dogs, books, and also music. Um, I've always thought this question was interesting, and I don't know why, but I just picked hot dogs because you can't really get tired of hot dogs, and beans, and they're both pretty easy to make. You just have to know how. And of course, I would have fire, so I'm able to make them better. But yeah, I think books is really smart because when I read, I tend to forget my reality. Same with music. So those would just be two essential items to have on my island. I don't really know another food that I could eat all the time that doesn't take prep. And if I'm learning how to make fire, I won't have an oven, so I can't make anything super extensive. Yeah, just being able to read and having the time to read on an island would be amazing. I don't really have much time to read right now, so I think that would be a great thing to have. Just endless amount of reading and listening to all the music I want.